No, let's take it out of gear, otherwise you're going to let go of the clutch and it's all going to get very ugly. Good. Onwards and upwards. So that was yeah, not the best hotel in Tours. It seemed like it was a nice idea. Do you know what, I get constantly sold on the idea that I want to stay in sort of like your more 4-star, well, you know, airport type hotels, but that really is not what I should be doing. I should be looking at the smaller 3-star places or 2-star. It doesn't really matter about the star but just not these big kind of corporate-y hotels, and that's where we were last night. So the plan now is to exit Tours, and I'm just going to ride along the Loire Valley. I've picked out a couple of chateaus which look interesting, so we're going to have a little look at those. So I will catch up with you in a bit. So this is the first chateau that we're going to have a little look at. It's called Chateau de Villandry. To be honest, the guy in the bar last night was a bit shocked that I hadn't heard about this chateau before, so a bit embarrassing, but there you go. So it's the first one. Let's go and check it out. Come on, up we go. No, I hate parking downhill. Come on, come on. If you look in my eyes, you can see the fear. Thank you. Oh. Okay, so what do we think about that chateau? I think it was beautiful. Where am I going? To be honest with you, all the chateaus around here, as you probably would imagine, are incredibly beautiful. I've talked about it before, but I think the rain is coming. As long as I don't get drenched, I'll be fine. But I'm going to go and see one more chateau. The rain is definitely coming. One more chateau before I get absolutely drenched, and then I'm going to head to the next town. Now, I actually don't know if this is occupied or empty, you know, like an empty building kind of thing. I got the impression it was an empty building, but it doesn't really look it. Where is it? Is that it? That looks like certainly part of it. I'm confused. I think the whole building's empty, like I can't even go in it kind of thing. Oh, if that's the case, that's going to be really, really annoying. Let me turn around. There's an easier way to do this, I'm sure. I'm sure some people could probably turn it round in the width of that, but I'm not confident enough to do that yet. I'm also getting really good at stalling the bike. Let me just parking visiteurs. It says parking. Okay, well, let's go down here. We've got one other car. So this is obviously very much in demand. So we will see what we see. We will see what we see. I'm not holding out much hope. This is pretty amazing and actually quite unique. It was built apparently in the 12th century. It's been modified massively, obviously, since then, but it's now essentially a ruin. But it's the first castle in the world to be owned in a kind of co-ownership situation. Apparently there's 25,000 co-owners, all of whom have kind of collectively got together to purchase and restore the property, but not restore it back to its original condition. They want to actually keep it as a ruin, as a kind of celebration of the architecture and of the beauty of the place. It's amazing. So I'm thinking it's probably this way. Yeah, so yeah, I love that. I loved that. There's a building there I didn't actually go in. He couldn't get in there, unfortunately. So it amazes me that there's 25,000 people who are kind of co-funding, sort of crowdfunding that building, not to bring it back into a state where it can actually be used, but to actually maintain its connectivity to nature, was the way that the person explained it to me. So they're looking to sort of like just kind of leave it basically as it is, but there's 25,000 people that have co-funded that. It's amazing, from all around the world apparently. Needless to say, they wanted me to help out, but I wasn't going to do that, to be honest. Amazing building, really impressed with that. So I'm going to head off towards the hotel now, but I am actually going to take a slight detour and go directly to the Loire river, and then go along the river. So hopefully that would be quite a scenic little route back to the hotel. Aga! I'll be alright, just as long as it doesn't rain. As long as it, as long as it stays dry, I'll be absolutely fine. Right, all of that is going straight through this waterproof jacket. So, what is the point of this jacket then? Check this out, look. This is supposed to be a waterproof jacket, and I think I've found what the problem is. Basically, all the seams have gone. How annoying is that? It's not that old. So I'm assuming it's probably the same on the other side. Let's have a little look up here. So that seems okay. But obviously if one's gone, there must be other issues there. So there you go. That's what we've got to look forward to for the rest of the ride. Oh well. Could be worse. So here we are, I'm checked into a nice hotel in Angiers. I mean, it's amazing what you can get for your money. This whole thing, £88, and apparently that's
like ridiculously cheap actually, but it's because July is really, really quiet in this part of the world, you know, in France. So get over here, do these rides. What a fantastic day. 2 amazing chateaus. I really enjoyed exploring that abandoned derelict one as well. That was just something else, frankly. And just a beautiful ride along the Loire Valley. So just to briefly show you where I am, I know you kind of know, you know where I am now really, but I'm actually in Angers now, and so I have a big question as to what I'm going to do. I'm thinking perhaps about now easing towards the north and maybe going to do some of the D-Day landing areas. I have been in that area many years ago, but I've never really checked it out properly. So that's currently what I'm thinking. I'm thinking perhaps I'll start to ease my way towards the north. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on the like button, but more importantly, please subscribe. I really do appreciate that. Ultimately, I'm trying to build this channel out, so click on that subscribe button. That would really help me. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.